Imagine this. You're locked in a cockpit the size of a small van for 30 hours straight. No breaks, no hot meals served to you, no chance to stretch or walk around like on a commercial flight. Instead, every sip of water, every bite of food, and every second of rest is carefully planned because your life and the success of your mission depends on it. This isn't just any flight, it's a marathon in the sky. Welcome to the world of B-2 Spirit bomber pilots, where the limits of human endurance meet the pinnacle of advanced aviation. Could you handle it? The world's longest flights. The B-2 Spirit stealth bomber is one of the most advanced aircraft ever built, capable of flying from the heart of the United States to almost anywhere in the world without landing. Missions can last 30 hours, sometimes even 40 from takeoff to touchdown. That's longer than most people are awake in an average work week. But here's the kicker. While the plane itself is a technological marvel, the real challenge lies inside the cockpit. For the two-person crew, these missions are a grueling test of physical, mental, and emotional endurance. They don't just fly the aircraft, they live in it. The cockpit is pressurized and climate-controlled, but far from luxurious. The seats sit side by side, with barely enough space to stand or stretch. Behind them, a tiny living area with a microwave, a cooler, and a compact toilet. That's it. For more than a full day, this cramped space is their entire world. And it's not just the flying that's challenging. It's the combination of flying and living in such a confined space for so long. Fatigue creeps in slowly and dangerously. Reaction times slow, decision-making suffers, and in missions where timing and precision are critical, even a small lapse can have serious consequences. Think about it. How do you stay sharp for 30 hours straight when your body is screaming for sleep? It's not just about willpower or caffeine. It's about strategizing what you eat, when you rest, and how you manage every moment of your time in the air. Food as a mission-critical tool. For B-2 pilots, eating isn't a luxury, it's a mission-critical task. What they consume during a flight can mean the difference between staying sharp and succumbing to fatigue. And the planning starts long before the mission. Pilots work with aerospace physiologists and flight surgeons to plan their meals, days, sometimes weeks in advance. The key is simplicity. Heavy or spicy foods, while delicious on the ground, are a no-go in the air. They can cause discomfort or drowsiness, both of which are dangerous at 30,000 feet. Instead, the meals are designed for steady energy and easy digestion. Turkey sandwiches are a favorite. Lean protein, low fat, and quick to prepare. Snacks like protein bars, sunflower seeds, and nuts provide slow-burning energy without the sugar crashes of candy or soda. There's also the concept of a low-residue diet, which means eating foods that produce less waste in the digestive system. Why? Because when your bathroom is smaller than a closet, frequent trips aren't ideal. Timing is just as important as the menu. Pilots avoid eating large meals before critical phases like takeoff, mid-air, refueling, or weapons deployment. Instead, they snack in small amounts throughout the flight, keeping their blood sugar and energy levels consistent. Now, picture this. You're 12 hours into a mission, flying over the Pacific Ocean in complete darkness. You're hungry, but you can't just stop and grab a bite. Instead, you pull out a pre-packed protein bar, knowing it's not just a snack, it's fuel to keep your brain sharp and your body focused. Life inside the cockpit. The B-2 Spirit may be one of the most advanced aircraft in the world, but inside the cockpit, creature comforts are minimal. The space feels more like a compact van than an airliner. The living area consists of just 3 essentials. 1. A small microwave for heating meals, like instant oatmeal or vacuum-sealed dinners. 2. A cooler to keep drinks and snacks fresh. 3. A compact toilet. 4. Well, the obvious. Warm food, surprisingly, plays a big role in morale. Heating up a sandwich or a bowl of oatmeal can break the monotony of cold snacks and provide a small sense of comfort during those long, silent stretches over the ocean. Trash and food waste are sealed and stored until landing, keeping the cockpit tidy and preventing unpleasant smells from building up during the flight. Even rest is carefully managed. While the B-2 doesn't have beds, the pilots can slide their seats back or rest on the narrow padded area behind them. Power naps just 15 to 20 minutes can make a huge difference in alertness. Imagine trying to sleep in a space so small you can't even stretch your legs. Now imagine waking up from that nap and immediately resuming control of one of the most advanced aircraft in the world. There's no room for grogginess, only precision. Staying alert and focused. Staying awake and sharp for 30 hours is no small feat. It's not just about flying the aircraft. It's about managing your own body as carefully as you manage the plane's systems. Hydration is key. The air inside the cockpit is dry, which can lead to dehydration and headaches if pilots aren't careful. They sip water regularly, avoiding the temptation to overdo it on caffeine, which can cause energy crashes later in the mission. Caffeine, when used, is saved for critical phases, like night operations or the final stretch before landing. Timing is everything. Overuse early in the mission can leave pilots jittery and exhausted when they need to be at their sharpest. In rare cases, the Air Force authorizes prescription alertness aids like modafinil for extreme missions. These are used under strict medical supervision and are never a replacement for rest. But they can help bridge the gap when naps aren't possible. Think about the last time you were awake for 24 hours. Now imagine needing to make split-second decisions, navigate complex systems, and stay completely alert for another 6 to 8 hours after that. How would you prepare your body for such a challenge? The rhythm of a mission. Once a B-2 bomber is airborne, life inside the cockpit runs on a strict rhythm. Every action from eating to resting is planned around the demands of the flight. The crew works in shifts. While one pilot is actively flying and monitoring systems, the other might be eating, stretching, or taking a short break. But even during these off-duty moments, they're never fully off. Both pilots must be ready to take control at a moment's notice. Mealtimes are coordinated with mission phases. The most critical tasks like mid-air refueling, approaching a target area, or communicating with command are never interrupted by a snack. Instead, smaller bites or drinks are taken during calmer stretches of the flight. As the mission progresses, fatigue sets in. This is especially true during the night hours, when the body naturally wants to shut down. This is where strategic eating, hydration, and caffeine management become even more important. Picture this: you're 28 hours into a mission, flying over hostile territory. Every muscle in your body aches, your eyes are heavy, and the only thing keeping you sharp is the careful balance of snacks, water, and the occasional sip of coffee. A mission timeline. Let's break down what a real long-range B-2 mission looks like. 1. Hours 1 to 5. Take off and climb to cruise altitude. The first hours are busy with navigation, air traffic coordination, and the first mid-air refueling. Meals are light, maybe half a sandwich or a small protein bar. 2 hours 6 to 12. One pilot takes a short break, while the other manages the aircraft. Warm food from the microwave might be eaten here, and the second refueling often happens during this phase. 3 hours 13 to 20. Fatigue starts to set in. Pilots rotate responsibilities more frequently, taking short naps when possible. 4 hours 21 to 28. The most mentally challenging phase, night flying over the ocean, is disorienting, and caffeine is used strategically to maintain focus. 5 hours 29 to 33. Final approach to the target or mission task. This is the most critical phase, requiring full attention. No eating or resting during this time. 6 hours 34 to 37. The return home. One final refueling, followed by descent and landing. Now ask yourself, could you handle a mission like this? Could you manage your energy, focus, and endurance for 30 hours straight in a space no larger than a compact van? It's not just about flying, it's about surviving. The B-2 Spirit isn't just a plane, it's a partnership between cutting-edge technology and human endurance. Every sandwich, every sip of water, and every short nap is part of a carefully planned survival strategy that keeps these pilots sharp and mission-ready. Flying 30 to 40 hours straight in a cramped cockpit takes incredible skill, discipline, and focus. Without their meticulous preparation and unwavering dedication, even the most advanced aircraft in the world wouldn't succeed. If you respect the dedication of B-2 bomber pilots, drop a salute emoji in the comments and tell us, could you handle a mission like this, or would you tap out early? Thank you for watching, and remember, in a B-2, there's no drive-through on the way home.